Salaam alaikum, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Not sure where in the world you are, but hello and welcome to The Other Side with Fariha and Talat. Got Ahmed Ayub, and he's one of the co-founders of Airlift, right? Airlift Technologies. Somebody who started out with a job has now moved into becoming, an entrepreneur. Yes, so Ahmed, thank you so much. Salaam alaikum, kaise hain aap?
Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Talat? How are you, Fariha, Tahir?
So Ahmed Ayub is our second guest and is the co-founder of Airlift Technologies. So what is Airlift? People that are living in Lahore and Karachi specifically right now are familiar possibly with the name Airlift because it enables people to book rides on premium quality air-conditioned buses and vans. This exists right now in Lahore and Karachi. And what I loved about the story is that it's secured a $12 million, I think, Series A financing, which was only just before COVID hit, right, Ahmed?
Thank you, Talat. Thanks a lot. It's a very, very generous introduction. Airlift started as a transportation transit business for Lahore and Karachi, initially Lahore and Karachi, and inshallah expanding across Pakistan. To be able to have a system that is completely flexible. I mean, we can create 3 new stops and 4 new routes in 15 minutes, and so technology has to help. So we were looking into this, and the model is already working in Egypt and India, elsewhere. So it was that was the initial idea, but the uptake and the excitement from people was outstanding, and you'll be surprised, 40% of our customers are women, and that also tells us about how women travel in Pakistan. It's so uneasy for them.
That's what I'm saying. It's only been 1 year and there's just so much happening, and now you've corrected me by saying 24 million. That's absolutely astounding. So tell me, given this show really is about success and about, you've come in as an entrepreneur versus Tahir, who was, with a big company, with a multinational, a career, whereas you perhaps started with your 9-to-5 job and you moved through and then one day you decide, okay, I'm going to, this is what I really want to do. So what was that pivot?
So in 2017, I was heading a team of 300 engineers. It was a software company in Karachi, and we were doing software for mostly like 99% of our work was for the US-based customers. So NASA and Coca-Cola and many others, they were our customers. And there I had started having this feeling that I'm actually running a scripted show over and over again. There are new customers, we build teams for them, and we deliver more. We were hitting our revenue targets, etc. But I felt I'm not building anything new. I was not building a new product, and I'm not building people. I think is missing from Pakistan. If you compare Pakistani tech from India, because India is way ahead of us, is the entrepreneurial mindset. They have seen a lot of success of people who actually were not from rich family backgrounds. They were not into property investment, and they still create a huge impact just because they studied maths, just because they studied computer science, and they took their right level of risks. I left 10 Pearls, and it was a very, very difficult decision for me. I mean, the company car and a big glass office, etc. And I started a very small software services firm. It was not Airlift. Its name was Experia, to work in a company that is not about increments and promotions only. I wanted them to dream big. I wanted them to learn to dream big. And Experia didn't have a lot of funding. Experia didn't have a lot of backup or pipeline of projects. And I knew I could build it, so I took that decision. But for the first 4 or 5 months, of course, there was no earning, and I was looking at very good students from Karachi University and FAST and elsewhere. What I've been telling those guys was that they need to get out of that salary increment and promotion loop. They need to think innovation. Airlift was one of the projects that came in, and it started off with a one-page written. There will be a bus and some stuff like that. And Expedia took that project in, and I saw the spec, and I wanted to meet the guy, and I called Smart Bull, who's now my co-founder. Said, guy, because this is an interesting idea, like, there are some flaws. So Smart says, I don't have any money. Like, great, I don't either. So let's do it together. Yeah.
So in your opinion, what are the 2 or 3 skill sets or mindsets that you need to have to be successful as an entrepreneur as compared to in a job?
Is bias to action. Bias to action. We plan a lot. जो चीज़ें हम प्लान कर रहे होते हैं, हम बहुत ज़्यादा प्लान कर रहे होते हैं. So bias to action is absolutely very, very important. We keep telling people that we need to move quickly. Current environment of the world, like for example, take to 2020, people made a lot of money out of masks. It has to be teamwork. If you are a superstar and if you're not helping your teammate, you're done. You cannot produce anything big without a good team.
Okay.
Teams win companies. In March 2020, all the buses were stopped. So there were around 1,400 odd buses that because of SOPs and Corona, we were paused, and we were funded, and we had absolutely no clue what to do, and we were all passionate about thinking about becoming the next Uber or whatever, and we stopped. Within a month, we decided we're not gonna just hang around, and so we started working on Airlift Grocers. We created the grocery business for Airlift. In 1 month, we completed the development. And as of today, this is 8 months from then, we now have 8 warehouses in Lahore and Karachi, and we are doing a very, very fast growing grocery business right from scratch. And we didn't know anything about e-commerce.
Wonderful to meet you, Tahir, and to meet you, Ahmed. Thanks for taking the time out for us and for being on the show, The Other Side, with Fariha and Talat. Just to summarize and wrap up, Fariha, let's talk about, to you, and I'll ask you this first. So what are the 3 things, just 3 things, if I was to ask you, take to get ahead at work or be successful at work?
I think passion. And it resonated well with all the, when they were describing their stories, and anybody that you observe who's been successful. So it's passion. Number 2, I think you've got to bring, you have got to bring something extra. And I don't mean the extra hours just being there. It means the extra talent, I would say. And for that, sometimes you have to work really hard to hone that skill. But that is important. Finally, I think the whole positivity around it. So you do things, look at things from different angles, but not too seriously. And what about you, Talat?
Okay, so for me, number 1, and this again was picked up by our 2 guests as well. Number 1 is resilience, something that even Michelle Obama spoke about in her speech. It's very important in this time and age to be resilient mentally, physically, in every way, to be really strong in every way. So I think resilience and building that resilience inside of you is really important to get ahead. You've got to be quite thick-skinned.
Yes.
And again, like I said, when you have an obstacle, how are you going around it? Instead of whining about it, take ownership, take accountability, and find a solution. It's very simple. That's what all young people need to do. Second thing was going beyond. My pet peeve and the thing I hate most is when somebody asks me, tell me, can I have a look at my job description? And I think job descriptions to me are things that should have been outdated many, 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 many years ago. Gives you a good framework within which the general expectations of your role, but quite honestly, I'm looking for people who are looking beyond the job description, and you need to, if you want to be successful, you need to look beyond that job description in terms of what is it that you're doing next. And finally, you spoke about this when you said this earlier, Fariha, it's about attitude, it's about positivity, it's about having the right attitude. So guys, with that comes to the end of our show. We hope you enjoyed watching The Other Side with Fariha and Talat.